Do you have plans to see our national parks like Yellowstone National Park or the Grand Canyon, or maybe one even close to us like Voyageurs National Park? Well, what if you go there and you see nothing but trash laying around and undercut facilities that are in need of help? Well, that's what the National Park Service Legacy Act is put in place to do. This act will provide money throughout all the national parks and will help make them great again. The article titled National Service Legacy Act by the Pew says that 80% would go to repair and rehabilitate national park sites. So this will be anything from facilities to the trail signs to fixing up the trails, even making them look nice and pretty. And 20% of it will be used for transportation. So this could be roads, tunnels, or even anything like the trails, make them nice and neat so that people can walk through fine and enjoy the nature. But with this fund, there is a catch. You can't buy any sort of land with it. So this means that if the national park gets the money, it can only be used to fix up the facilities and the transportation means of getting to the park. Iris Dummerk said in his article, Legacy Act could jumpstart work on the National Park Service $12 billion backlog. This was posted June 1st of 2017. And he said that the money could be used to provide up to $500 million annually through 2047. And this money could come from revenues like oil, natural gas, or any sort of minerals from the national park. So these things like oil and natural gas will have royalties on it, and the royalties will come through into the fund, which will be spread out to all the national parks across the United States. And like he said in the title of the article, this would be a huge part in cutting down our backlog for our national parks, which again stated is $12 billion, which is huge. Kurt Romshek said in the article National Parks Traveler on April 12th, 2017, he said, Congress can no longer push this aside, it has to get done. What he meant by this was that Congress has known about this and has keep pushing it aside to focus on other issues. But by focusing on the other issues, this has become even more and more of a problem across the United States with all sorts of national parks. So let's talk about what it'll be used to do. This will be used for better transportation. So like I said, better road conditions so that people will be able to drive their cars up and stay. It'll also be used for better campgrounds because people can camp there. It'll also be used for cleaner facilities like the outhouses will be kept nice and clean. Also, the facilities that the park officers will be in will also be nice and new, making it presentable to the public. And also keeping up with the attractions. So like one example of this would be Grand Canyon, how it erodes through time. With good assistance, the national park won't erode away as fast as it would without the assistance. So therefore, your children and grandchildren can come and see it, and it'll look the same as before, and not as bad as it is getting. So let's talk about a park near us. So the park near us is Voyageurs National Park. This is located up north by the Boundary Waters and Rainy Lake. It's about 12 million acres, so it's huge, right? And this national park has a current backlog of $16.4 million. Minnesota has received currently $240.8 million, This is through funds of just from the state, but it does need a lot more than that. Because this is an ongoing problem and they've been keeping up pretty well. But if you go there, there's still, I went there last summer and it was kind of trashy. Nothing was really well kept. You just went there, paid your fee, and then you camped and did all that stuff. But out of the 16.4 million in backlog, there's about a $4.5 million in just maintenance alone. So this could be anything from fixing up the piping system to the outhouses, or through fixing the just the outside look of the outhouses or anything like that. It also, but it is also approaching 30 years of a rebuild time. So if they wanted to completely rebuild the place and make it brand new, it'll be 30 years by the time that happens. So therefore, it will be a long process. But with this National Service Legacy Act, it'll hopefully close the gap on that time and make it shorter, like 20 years-ish. So to conclude, the National Park Service Legacy Act will be used to help bring our national parks back to their former glory and help. Besides what people think, where they'll just be taking the money out of our taxes, it won't be doing that. It will be taking money from the royalties from oil and from our natural gases and minerals sold from the national parks themselves. So with this, it'll hopefully bring back our facilities. It'll make transportation a lot easier to and from the campgrounds and from our national parks. It'll also be used to bring back our aquatic life and everything like that throughout the park. And hopefully you learned a lot from this speech. Thank you very much.